1992. I was 5 years old, and my dad had just taken me shopping for school supplies for the year. And so I had my pink Barbie doll book bag on my back. And I had my pencils, paper, my notebook, everything ready to embark upon the school year. So I get off of the bus, ready to start my adventure in school. Bus number 144. And as I'm walking toward my first class, somebody grabs me from behind, takes my book bag, yanks it off my back, and puts all the articles in my book bag on the ground. My pencil, my pen, my notebook paper, everything came tumbling on the ground. And around this time, a group of students had gathered around in a circle, and they were laughing at me, and they were pointing at me, and nobody came to my rescue. And this bully said to me, "Do something. I wish you would pick it up." So me being the small, timid, shy person that I was, I had no choice but to pick it up. And that is exactly what I did. And it took a lot in me to fight back tears, because I was ashamed, I was embarrassed, I was afraid of what would happen next. That was my first day of kindergarten, and that was the first day in the beginning for the next 13 years of my bullying experiences. So I was bullied because of my size. I've always been petite. They bullied me because of my height. I've always been short. People bullied me because of the complexion of my skin. They bullied me because they said I was articulate and intelligent, and I was a sellout because I was trying to be white, because I wanted to succeed in life. A lot of people set me up for failure. They called me names such as Oreo, because they said I was black on the outside, barely because of my complexion, and white on the inside because I like to read, because I like to visit museums, because I liked culture. They called me a sellout, a teacher's pet, a geek, a nerd. These are things that I experience every day. And not in addition to being verbally bullied, but I was also physically bullied. I had an incident where a student pushed me in the locker in the hallway. One time when I was going to the locker room to change for gym class, a student shoved me into the door. On the school bus, a student threw food at me. And in the cafeteria, a girl threw ice cream in my hair. And in one incident that really resounds with me, a student twisted my arm behind my back, trying to break it. These are things that I experienced growing up in school. But what was my motivation? I was determined to prove these individuals wrong. These same people who told me that I would not amount to anything in life, that I would not succeed, that I was going to be a sellout, I proved all of them wrong. I graduated with my bachelor's from North Carolina State University. Just graduated in May with my master's in higher education from the University of Southern California, and now I work at USC as the manager of the Black Alumni Association. Thank you so much. And in addition to that, I also am in the entertainment world. Well, I have the opportunity to interview some of the A-list celebrities, such as Nick Cannon, Kevin Hart, Michael Ealy, Angela Bassett. These are people that I get to interact with almost on a daily basis. So those people who said I wouldn't succeed, as Chris Brown said, look at me now. Because I proved all of them wrong. And that is the message that I want to leave with you here today. That regardless of your circumstance, that regardless that you are here now, that you can start a new day, that there is a new beginning, that there is a new tomorrow. We all make mistakes and we all fall short, but pick ourselves up and use that motivation and that negativity of other people that wanted to see you fail and to prove them wrong in order to see yourself excel. One of my greatest passions that I have is mentoring young students and giving them the hope and encouragement that regardless of their situations, they can achieve and overcome. Because if I had listened to those bullies, if I had listened to what they had to say made it. There were times when I was very down and depressed and felt like, what is the point of going on? Should I even be here? Why am I here in society? But thankfully, because of inspiration of my parents, my brothers and sisters, I achieved and overcame, and I'm standing here today, 27 years old, sharing my experiences about bullying and how I made it. And you can too. So I want to end with a rap that I made. So one of my favorite shows is The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Who knows that show? Raise your hand. So I turned the theme song of The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air into a rap, and I talked about my bullying experience. So I need your help. Will you help me? Yeah. So I'm going to do the beat, and I'm going to clap, and I want you to clap, okay? Yeah. So let me get it in my hand first. All right, here we go. Do, 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 do. Clap like this. Do, 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 do. Very good. Here we go. Now this is a story all about how bullying and leave like that. So let me just sit right there and tell you how I can support a family. Do, do, do. Keep clapping. Do, 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 do. In North Carolina, born and raised in the library, I spent most of my days doing homework and read all the consequences, determined to succeed and not because my parents several beliefs were up to no good. Shut me in lock because they thought they could. I sit in disbelief with tears in my eyes and everything in my soul to not scream cry. I took this physical bullying treatment and even tried to be nice to hope they get better. To be kind to me as I was to them, but that wasn't the case for her or him. I was determined to keep these bullies all off and accomplish my goals. 2 words in the sky. I'm proud to say they didn't defeat me. I succeeded, got a job with a master's from USC. So again, thank you for this opportunity to let me share my story. As the judge said earlier, each of you in here has the ability to intervene. When you see bullying, stop it. Stand up for someone. And that's one thing that I always wish, that someone would have stood up for me. But it's okay because I made it in spite of, and you can too. Thank you.